down deep inside of me. And it breaks my heart. Ooh. And it breaks my heart. Breaks my heart. Ooh. And it breaks my heart.
Because I'm a 90s baby doesn't mean I can't love things from the past. I'm a big Temptations fan, Teddy Pendergrass, Al Green, even the love for the cars. So luckily, I lucked up when I came to one of my favorite dealerships, Jack High Infinity in Orange Park, when they had this 1972 Ford LTD. I'm taking you guys over very quick overview of the interior and exterior and see how this thing drives after being almost 50 years old. Let's get into the review. Now, Ford produced the LTDs from 1965 to 1986. This is the second generation that was produced from 1969 to 1978. And eventually in the 1980s, the LTD was renamed to the Crown Victoria. That's right, those cars y'all get from the auctions about $1,500. This is what this used to be. And also, that was a shorter wheel version that turned out to be the Ford Taurus, all that we know and love today. Unfortunately, that was being discontinued. But let's start off with the front. Now, back in the day, I like to think that cars back then all kind of look the same. It's a totally different way of how they design the cars now. These cars back then were built differently, made of pure steel. But anyway, that's enough about the overview. This is what we got here for the front. You get regular halogen bulbs. Don't expect any bi-xenon or LED headlights back in 1972. These are gonna be your low beams and your high beams here. I do like how wide the vehicle is. The hood extends out to the front and it gives this nice little shape here in the front. I love how LTD is spelt out here. No one knows what LTD stands for. I was trying to look it up, different names, but nothing's been confirmed from what I was looking up. Also down here, you got your turn signals. Even those are incandescent bulbs. Over to the side profile, you can just see how big this thing is. Overall length is going to be 218 inches long. And if you want to compare that, that's about the size of a Ram 1500 quad cab. Your wheelbase is going to be 121 inches long. Now, during this time that it was in existence, the LTD came in a variety, even came in a two-door convertible, came in a soft top, a hard top. This one obviously is the sedan version here with the 4 doors. Also a cool little feature that they did. I remember seeing on Cadillacs, but I just found out that Ford has it too. This right here, when you turn your turn signal, this lights up to let you know which way that you're going. Obviously, if you turn your left turn signal on, this one is going to show up here. Coming over to the wheels, obviously these wheels here are not the original wheels that came with the vehicle. Luckily, these are some 20-inch wheels with some, they're wrapped in 245, 35 series tire. This is the typical, I like whoever decided to go with the wheel design, they did a great job of picking this because this kind of fits this era for this type of vehicle here. I do like how the lines here kind of extend out to the door and kind of stop here and always extend out to the bumper. As far as the fuel tank goes, it's a 21-gallon fuel tank. I'm not sure about the fuel economy for this thing. I'm pretty sure if some of you guys were born in this time frame, you guys would have a definitely appreciation of how this thing looks. Now, I'm holding the camera for this portion of the video because I want to show you guys what's in the trunk. But before we do that, let's take a look at the rear of the vehicle. Now, it has that traditional classic car look back in the day. It looks nice. Like I said, all this is pure steel. All this little chrome you seeing, pure steel. That's what I really like about these cars. They don't make them like these anymore. Oh, you can see here, this is from a Tennessee tag. That's crazy. That's where I'm from. And you see here, you got the dual exhaust tips. Let's take a listen to what that sounds like real quick. Has that nice sound. But let's finally get into this hood here. When last time you seen something like this? We had to flip over in the little lid there to get into the trunk. But bam, look at that. Those from my hometown of Memphis, you guys know what this is right here. That's right, these are like some 210s back here, the amplifier. You pull this back, feel like you got some decent storage up in there. I don't know what that is, but unfortunately I was able to hook up to the speakers, but I haven't had a chance to actually listen to them. If I do, I'll make sure I put this in the video. But the trunk is very deep up in here. I don't have any numbers for it. I'll have to rate it around maybe 10 cubic feet of space. But it's not about how deep, not how long it is, but how deep it is. You'll be able to fit a lot of stuff up in here. So yeah, now let's get into the interior. So I want to show you guys what that's like. All right, as we walk up to the LTD, let's look at these mirrors. They're pretty much useless. When I was driving the car over here, I couldn't see nothing out of those things. I'm gonna have to just manually adjust them. But obviously there's no smart key access. This car is almost 50 years old. But let's just open this up, and as you can see, whoo, just look at this thing right here. Oh man, I must say I'm in love with this. This looks very nice. I thought it was custom, but I looked it up that the interior actually came into this actual color here. This money green is what I'm gonna call it. Nice leather seats here, still in great condition. This is the seat belt, which only went across the lap. You can move the whole bench seat up by moving by moving this up right here. On the door, all this is just nice, soft. This is not real wood, but it's nice back then. They was actually trying to make it look nice. This is how you open the door. Even your little armrest here is leather. I'm pretty sure this is what you use it to control the mirror, but obviously I'm moving it, it doesn't work. Slightly it works. Might have to just jiggle with it. No power windows for this vehicle. Let's take a look at that steering wheel. That's a skinny steering wheel, but it's big back in those days. Y'all guys know you driving them old Cadillacs, what it's like to have one of those big old steering wheel. No horn. I tried pressing the horn there, but it didn't really work. But let's step up in here so we can see what it's like. Surprisingly, for being so low, it has a nice step-in height, and I have a lot of headroom in here. Everything here is in great condition. Just look at this. This is just some plastic though. Over here is more plastic, but it's all in great shape. The glove box, let that down. It's very small up in there, so not really much you can do, but luckily there's a light in there. I love how LTD is spelt right there. Even up here, this little material up here on the roof here, look, that's even nice. This is kind of busted out there, but I'm not really knocking that. It's just very nice in here. But let's go ahead and crank this bad boy up. Woo, she was struggling though, but she got up there. Let's give it a couple revs. Oh yeah, you guys love that, don't you? Thing has 93 original thousand miles here. This controls, this turns on your lights, shows your fuel level. Your speedometer obviously shows you your brakes. Put down a little bit right there for you, show you guys. On your oil levels there, shows you if it's hot or not. Shows you your brakes over there. Gives you a little clock. This is your wiper washer. Over here controls your air conditioner, which actually works well in this vehicle. Still pretty cold. Kept that refrigerant in there. The brake release is down here, and also with your parking brake. This controls the radio, which like I said, I didn't get a chance to actually listen to yet. There's additional shifter knob. This has a 3-speed automatic. 3-speed. When last time you heard a car had three gears in a vehicle? Even down here, this is still in great condition from almost being 50 years old. Even gives you a little warning there for your fasten seatbelt. I'm very impressed up in here. But let's get into that back seat and see what that's like. Coming over to the back seat, it's the same material that you saw that's on the door. Now I'm not sure, you guys let me know how you can work this little seat belt thing here. I'm not sure what that is. If you guys know how to work that, just let me know, and I'd be glad to demonstrate it for you. But look, the back seat looks nice. Obviously they don't recline. Only thing you get back here is a little cigarette lighter. Get an ashtray back there. But it's a nice place to spend time. Like, it's a decent amount of leg room. I was just sitting back there, so. But now for the automotive you're ready for it, let's get this thing out on the road so we can drive it. Before we get into the test drive, I want to show you guys what's underneath the hood real quick. There is no button or no lever on the inside to open the hood. It's a little lever underneath here that you gotta just push in. And then you'll be able to lift it right up. This is probably the only part of the car that's showing its most age right here, which is normal. This is going to be just a 429 up in there, 5.8 liter V8, producing 163 horsepower, and 277 pound-feet of torque. I don't have any 0 to 60 time, but I would like to say it's probably around 8 or 9 seconds. Fuel economy, I don't know what the fuel economy is, but who cares when you're driving this beauty? Everything seems to be running nice. Brand new alternator down there. But it looks very good in my opinion. Like I said, it all goes out through a 3-speed automatic transmission. Now let's get this thing on the road so we can drive it. This is how Ice Cube felt. Today was a good day. Surprisingly, just initial, ooh, shaking a lot, sorry about that. Just initial takeoff right there. Drives pretty smooth. I'm in a red light, so let's see what this acceleration is like. Okay. Initially, you know, first thing you feel obviously is the torque, but it drives very well. I must say it very well. One thing that I am complaining about is the mirrors. I can't really see out the mirror, but the rear view mirror is huge. Visibility, I feel like I'm driving some things that carry about it. I feel like I'm driving a hearse. Jeez. But luckily, man, it's a lot like this thing being so wide, you can just really just look around and see if someone's in a blind spot and stuff like that. Steering here, I'm not sure back then they had power steering. It should, maybe not, but it's actually quite sensitive. So that's good. I was expecting a numb feel, but it's actually quite tight. So I'm pretty impressed with that. I feel like it's like bad etiquette to drive with 2 hands. Ooh, should I try to bust a Yui? I don't know. I'm gonna try. Let's see. Will that work? Okay, luckily this is a 3-lane. Let's push this bit. Yeah, the horsepower is what really lacking, but back then you wasn't really looking for anything like that. This is definitely the cruising car. Something that you want to work on. This is your beauty. I could really appreciate something like this. You can really sit 6 people up in here. Jesus. I need to have my window. I need to have my arm out the window. It's giving me a nice appreciation to where the car industry has come from. So there you have it, guys. My brief overview of this 1972 Ford LTD. You guys let me know in the comments how you feel about this vehicle. I think it's nice. Do you have appreciation for old cars, classics? You let me know in the comments. So if you like what you see, please hit that. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one. This is what we got here for the front. You do get all that in a V6 Camaro. I feel damn camera failed. What gear I'm in now? If you want to compare that, that's about the size of a F-150. I'm sorry, of a Dodge. That's about the size of a Dodge. That's about the